So no, the air quality is is dog shit right now. I mean, I only took a few feet and steps, and I'm already feeling yeah. Well, that's fast. Sometimes I feel like I walk into the middle of the Twilight Zone, man.
How you doing, my friend?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good, good.
Are you doing pretty good? I mean, I woke up and a home improvement job that I had started getting worked on, the guy said, I got to change the bid. I underbid it. I was like, okay, well, that sounds like it's not my problem. But at the same time, I cleared something away from under my solar panels that I got worried about. I had a camera go out for weird reasons. But I got some important chores done. Yeah, I'm going very slow today. Okay. Yeah, I'm not ready for this week. My camera just told me, it said, hey, you don't have any space left. I was like, I don't. But it's my first time, surprisingly, this is my first time in the summer, at least that I can recall, that I'm walking in the bad ozone. So once again, I smell smoke. This time though, where is it coming from? Yeah, something's burning. Maybe someone's barbecuing in the background. I can always hope for that. Smells strong over here. Man, don't tell me I got another thing that caught fire. I think that's just a street. I think that's just a street light. I have never walked down here before. They've got a really nice paved sidewalk over here. I mean, alley. Yeah, it's not. So the smell's going away as I go down this way. So it's up there again. So something up there is burning again. This is a really wide. This is a really wide alley. Oops. Forgot to turn off the thing when I left out from under there. I hate this thing because I can't just flip a switch and turn something on, turn something off. It's got 4 or 5 different settings on there. All right, let's see what's going on. 45, 41. Okay. No, I'm taking it slow. $46. Just trying to beat the light. if you wanted to know if a Cybertruck is has radar stealth, no. I'm kind of obsessed with this now. I'm curious what the average speed is on this street. So last month they were going after speeders for one. This month, you know, it's whatever. So this month we should be getting back to normal. So it's a good time to get a baseline. Man, it's got my eyes burning. There we go, take a snapshot. Oh, there's something I was going to check out. $40 million. 41. So what they told me was, oh, that's not us, and there is the line, and there it is touching the tree limbs. Anyway, there it is touching the tree limbs. So, future fire. No, I was kind of shocked to see someone else over there coming down here. Yeah, that's going right through. That's touching right there. Yeah, fuck you, dog. Okay. Oh, shit. It's mañana. All right. You don't see it, you don't see it. Howdy.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been, about 2 weeks ago, was going down Mixon,
Yeah?
and I saw a power line set a tree limb on fire.
Oh, really?
So ever since then, I've been kind of looking around here, and I noticed all these trees touching the power lines over there, and I'm like, okay, well, oh
You
crap.
work for somebody?
Nah,
Okay.
just a concerned citizen.
I've seen you walking up and down here, man.
Oh yeah. See, like Encore is supposed to take. Oh my goodness, that is a mess. Okay. See, like that utility pole leaning.
Right.
They're supposed to fix that,
Yeah.
and it's not supposed to be touching. It's supposed
Been
to
there for years and years, man.
be. Yeah. But it's a sign of a neglect.
Yeah.
So. All right. Sorry to spook your
No
dog.
problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Figure it's there.
Good luck.
To be young again. You know what? That is also the thing. We've got 2 good movies in the theaters right now. I won't say they're good, but they're saying that they're good. I mean, they're box office gold. So you got a new Spider-Man movie, and you got a new Christopher Nolan movie. As soon as I say it, this just became dated. I was like, what year was that? Like the last time I posted a jogging video was 2021. It was when I got disillusioned, and I'm still disillusioned, don't get me wrong. It's just I'm holding on to the hope of maybe. But as I'm sitting here walking around and my eyes are burning, there is smoke coming from somewhere. I don't smell anything, but man, my eyes are just burning. Golly. All right, let me see what the my particulate matter thing is saying. It must. Whoo. 14, 15. It didn't spike, did it? Yeah, there was a little spike. All right, dropped down a little bit here. Went back up again. Like, if there's a fire around this, we'll find it. $15. It's swirling all around me, whatever it is, but let's see what we got going on. Fire and smoke map. There's one up north in McKinney. Yeah, man, it's going haywire. All right. So you got a lot of devices. And I was like, well, I love data and data collecting tools. That's all I'm going to say. I love data and data collecting tools. I don't know if this is reading what's coming off of here. So far, the average speed has been about about 38 miles an hour. Well, it looks like we got a lot of young people driving around today. The kids are going back to school. And this summer's been kind of fucked up though. It's like I haven't been able to like my routine kind of gets thrown off a little bit. I can't really do any long distance walking. Looks like that might have been a cat shelter or something. Who knows? So no, after experiencing Encore's tepid response to what I was telling them, I'm just going to tell the city about it. Let the city keep on their ass. I've got 1 month to put all the stuff in because next month they furlough the city workers twice in September. City of Dallas has a, what is it, a $31 million budget shortfall. And then next year it's projected to be, that's all. Next year it's predicted to be 51 million. I might have to leave Dallas. I think there's something wrong with the SS mode. 53. Yeah, there's something wrong with the right. So something's broken on the snapshot. Well, something is broken in general. Huh. So I think he's throwing off on my speeds. Yeah, it's off. Ten miles per hour. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's about right. Cool. So they got 3 lots opening up and one that's already been demolished. Looks like the street buckled. Yep. Oh. Now I just want to get a good look at this while these assholes keep driving by it. I don't think I'm going to report this because it kind of acts like a nice little speed bump. Well, let's see how bad this is. Yeah, that's rough. Okay. Now let's get some pictures. Someday when I'm feeling like, you know, I give a shit, I'll send it in. Oh man, this thing takes a great picture. All right, now I need to get a GPS lock. As soon as this asshole goes by, watch him hit that bump. Nope. He didn't indulge me. Oh man, I got to lock real fast. All right, cool. That was easy. Could I live without GPS? I did before. It was painful. But yeah, I could do it. It'll just be me with a maps go and a ruler trying my best. Very nice. Hit that bump. Bop! Bop, baby! I can't help myself. It's a sickness. No, that's not going to get any better. So, you know, the road got all hot and somebody was carrying a heavy load, and when it was in its nice little melty state, it sunk. And there's the debate. Do you call it in? Yeah, I call it in. $50. 58, 54. That might be right, actually. He was atting. So yeah, these are more like the normal speeds because we got a new month. All right, so they aren't busting people. 85. Sometimes I think about getting some hip waders, and maybe when it gets colder, and tracing that all the way down. Can't imagine it's that deep. The only thing I worry about is I walk through there and all of a sudden I hit a nest of water moccasins. That says 40. I guess he dropped down a little bit. No, like I said, there just happens to be a trash can right by here, so I'll just... Oh, thank you for leaving me a bag. Okay. Now I just keep thinking about how alcohol has been such a... Like, the thing is, when I was a kid, one of the things my family would do for extra income is we'd go to the various little business parks and drive-in parks in Dallas, and we'd pick up cans. So a lot of my youth was getting beer spilled on me. Remember hating the smell of it in those cans. But this is a beer-loving city. Which is kind of weird now that I think about it, because it was dry. Yeah, Dallas County was dry, and it was beer wine only. And then you'd go and there'd be like these border places you can go, and they had big giant liquor stores. Man, I missed that. Of course, like I said before, I think I've said, like I said in an earlier video, was we had drive through liquor stores. This guy looks like he's got a head of steam on him. I'm gonna say people have radar detectors. When I was a kid, when people would like come in and not wear deodorant and they would stink, the joke was your secret done told on you. The reason I bring that up is that when I'm doing this, it's like, it's like, oh, they can tell I ain't got this. I ain't got deodorant on. My secret done told on me. They moved it, didn't they? No, I just think we got a new can. I don't know why we got a new can, or they cleaned it. Right, oh, these are the bottles. Ironically, this little bottle, Encore. Never tried, so concerned with getting the word out. Think about us next time. I was like, okay. You go to these little city events and they always have like swag for you. Notebooks and tote bags, and in this case they were handing out hand sanitizers. "51 and no lights, 53 and no lights." I guess he's never heard of low light cameras. Hauling ass in a Buick. A gold Buick SUV. So there's like a little hump there, I guess, that I was just thinking about how hard fighting hard for the. I was trying to get them to repaint the intersection, and they did. And it already. I was trying to get them to repaint this crosswalk. They finally did. And it's nasty again. I mean, like in no time at all. It's a testament to how many assholes turn, you know, dirty tires and whatnot. It's just, look at this, man. Of course, we haven't had a good rainstorm in a while either. I just think about how horrible this intersection looks. I got into an accident in this intersection, so I know how bad it is. And the funny thing was, while we were waiting on the police to show up, this was a long time ago when they used to do that. While we were waiting for the police to show up, we saw another car get into an accident in an intersection. Then we saw a car hit another car, and it was a hit and run, and the guy ran off, and the people went and chased him down. This was, oh my God, 32 years ago. Yeah, 32 years ago. I guess that'll tell me how different of a person I am. Am I sure that it was 32 years ago? Yeah, we were 16. Well, okay, that person was 16. I was old. Well. No, something to mention to Joe. Okay. I remember when they knocked this down. I think that was a couple years ago. I think that was last year. Buckles. Every time I come down there, there's always like some random car part that flew up from somewhere. I think that was on the video from last year. Maybe it was this year. No, it was last year. Guy was having some kind of car trouble. I was gonna say, did they hit that sign? Something to watch out for, I'm sure. Ragweed forming kind of like a dam there. Tight turning radius. Oh. Hmm? You get over here and the sidewalks are practically non-existent. This guy had the idea I was going to try. And the city said, no, you can't do that. And I was like, well, maybe you give me no other choice. I might just do it anyway. Take the fine. Fuck it. What's a couple $100 for pedestrian safety, man? Plus, I would get that, what do you say, outlaw reputation bonus. Was it the outlaw achievement? I would make a video game like that. It was like you had to get all the achievements to get like the good sword, and they were like, well, but how am I supposed to get the good sword if I have to do an outlaw thing? And they would think I was talking about like robbing banks or mugging people or something. And it's like just a little infraction like jaywalking, so we put jaywalking in the game. You walk like this and the guy says, hey man, there was no clearly marked sidewalk there. I'm gonna cite you for jaywalking. And it says, outlaw achievement unlocked. Everybody's like, oh, that's how you do it. And he says, yeah, you gotta jaywalk. It's like, where? It's just, you know, pick a random, just go into the necropolis and walk across, and don't walk at the intersection, walk across the street at any location that's not an intersection, and all of a sudden this ghoul will pop up out of nowhere and cite you. Sorry, I was saying I had Fallout on the brain. I still haven't seen the new season. I haven't seen the new season of Fallout. I haven't seen the latest episode of The Amazing Digital Circus. And if there's a new season of Has Been Hotel out, I don't know about it. I have fallen behind on everything. Because every time I fix one problem, something else pops up. And I have to dedicate a couple of weeks to it. Oh yeah, I need to make myself the visible man. There we go. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so not paying attention to what you're doing and damn near driving too fast. Gotcha. What? What? Hey, 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 hey. 12. Larga is pretty much a one-lane road. So they should just drop the formalities. We'll put a sidewalk on both sides, widen it out and narrow it. I thought, what if they made it one way? What one way would you want them to go? This way. This would be the one way. You can't go the other direction. Take that lane away make it a protected bike lane, and then just turn this into a one lane, and people that just would have to go circling back around. It would suck if you lived on, well, yeah, I mean, it would take you out to Park Lane. It's not a bad idea, actually. I'm trying to think what would be the drawback of not making Larga a one-way street. Who has to go this direction? And really it's just people cutting through. That damn thing is still sitting here. It has not moved. You can see all the stuff accumulating around the tires. Yeah, that car's been there for a month. So is that one. But anyway, make this a one-way street, you'd have to come this direction. How would you enforce that? That's not a bad idea, though. I mean, because look, you see all these people parked on here already. Or do they really need on-street parking over here? Well, I mean, you see all the people, you know, park on the thing anyway. A sidewalk here, one lane here, protected bike lane there, protected bike lane all the way from Park to, I guess, Webb Chapel. Oh, turn this off. I often wonder why they made this a four-way stop. It might have had something to do with the Jehovah's Witness temple over there. They got tired of almost getting slammed into. Okay, they are the only ones who would probably protest this being a one-way, because you'd have to come in a different way to come over that way and then just go down there. But I guess worst case scenario, you can just take, people will start taking El Centro more. Anyway, it was the thing I put a request in. I said, can y'all put sidewalks on this side? That was about 10 years ago. The other thing I asked for was that they repaint the lines and put reflectors on Larga. They did that at least. Nothing on the curbs, of course. Had the street light fixed a couple times. Or was it just a couple of street lights? Oh, what have I been listening to for the last hour? Schumann. Clavier concert. Oh, good, they mowed it. Okay. I'm just trying to think of what's the drawback of making this a one-way. Like I said, that guy was going that way. That would stop that shit. People park here anyway, so they would have a free lane to park in. But if it's a protected bike lane, right, they're not supposed to be parking it. But they would do it anyway. And you would call it in, and the city would think about it every once in a while. 25. So that's the difference between 30 miles an hour and 18, for sure. It's like more of the streets wearing out. damn it.